What's going on, Vape Nation? Job 131 Vapes is back, and today we're doing a review on Cigreen's Copper Manhattan clone. Uh, it's obviously made of copper, and it's not bad. I'll say that right off the bat, but I mean there are some issues. So we'll go into the zoomed-in view, take it apart piece by piece, and after that I'll vape it and tell you what I like and what I don't like. So keep watching. Alright, here we are in the zoomed in view for the Cigreen Manhattan clone. As you can see, they went all out with the pirating. So you see Mirror Vape Technologies, the Manhattan Competition Use Mod. So you have the box, and it looks pretty much the same. Made in the USA. LOL. So 18650 only. Same thing on the bottom. See the Cigreen sticker, and I got the copper one. So open it up, and it comes in a Cigreen baggie to sack that shit. And there it is. This is the copper Manhattan clone from Cigreen. I've been using it a little bit, but we'll take it apart and go over it piece by piece. Okay, so we'll start with this top cap. I mean, it's nothing crazy here. You have your, I guess, juice well, threads, 510 connection, 510 pin in there, and it's just pretty plain. Threads are pretty good. This one is just one floating 510 pin. I think the original or some of the other copies or clones, they have different pins that you can use. This one only came with the one, unfortunately. But you know, it seems to fit most of my. Well, I wouldn't even say that. So it has a Mirror Vape logo right there, and it is fairly deep. Other than that, no serial number to speak of, and that's the only thing. So just a plain tube with the Mirror Vape logo, but it is pretty damn thick. And finally, you have your switch. Nothing on the bottom. See, I have a few scratches. Also, I don't know if you can see that on the button itself on the sides. Looks to be slightly scraped up. Some of it is my doing, but I think a lot of it came like that. And you have your 510 pin or your button. Magnets in there. Let's take it apart. I'll try and take it apart and go over it with you. You can see multiple holes for venting. This should be good. There's a C-clip that holds that pin in, I believe, or somehow holds something that in with a magnet. And the magnet on this one is not sure how big it is. I'm not planning on cracking it open, but there's obviously another magnet over here. Looks to be kind of thin. Let's see if I could get it out. So magnet, I mean, it's not the thickest, but it's pretty thick. It'll do, I guess. It's good enough to stick on my fridge, but it doesn't really stick on my car, so whatever. Take it for what it is. There definitely is some resistance. Trying to screw this back in. There, I think I got it. I mean, it's decent resistance. No need for a locking ring. At least when you set it down flat. I don't know about in your pocket, but I haven't had any issues so far in regards to that. And because of the magnet, kind of stuck, or should stick, pretty stick, and you put it together, and that's pretty much it. So that is the copper. Here we go, zoom on this bitch. What the fuck? Alright. So that is the copper Manhattan clone from Cigreen. We'll go out the other view and I'll vape it and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So keep watching. Alright, that was a zoomed in view for the copper Manhattan clone from Cigreen. What I like about this mech, number one, it's copper and it's a pretty thick tube, so it definitely hits hard. I don't know if it hits harder than any of my other copper mechs, but it hits pretty hard. Secondly, I do like the switch. Throws a little bit high, but it fires every time, so that's good. But what I don't like, number one, first thing is, it doesn't really fit a lot of RDAs that I have. I mean, as you can see, this Mephisto clone, there's a slight gap because this doesn't include the other extra pins, extra 510 pins. So I mean, that's obviously an issue. The only ones that fit flush that I've found, at least the ones that I own, are the Zenith V2, the Brass Monkey, and a 3D. So I mean, like K-Funds, Still Airs, Tobe, nah, the pin's too long and you're gonna get a gap. That's number one, and that's a pretty big thing for most people, including myself. The other thing I don't like, aesthetically, I'm not really a big fan. All it is a tube with a logo, or it looks like a big tube with a logo, excuse me. I mean, there's no real engraving, so it's not really the most stylish looking thing. Last thing that I don't like is, well, I mean, it is a clone, but I mean, you see the original, the magnet is pretty damn strong. You can like stick it on cars, and you see people on YouTube sticking it on cars and driving with it on the top or what have you. This one, it won't even stick to the side of my car. It'll stick upside down for some reason on certain metal materials, but as far as if it's sideways, it won't stick. So, I mean, the switch still works great with the magnet that's in it, but to do all the things that the Authentic does, no, I don't think it does, as far as the magnet and the strength of the magnet. So, I mean, would I buy this? Well, I bought it. I actually picked it up from Kamuri 101 on whackedoutesig.ca. Again, you can check his Facebook. It's Kamuri Vapes. I picked this up for $48 Canadian. But would I buy it again? Maybe not. It's just that I think there are other clones out there that work just as well for a little bit cheaper, or work better. Like I said, for me, my number one clone still is the Copper Cartel. That one's fantastic. But as it is, this one, I don't know if I'd pick it up again. If I could get it for maybe in the $30 range, I would say yeah, for sure, pick it up. But for me, as it is right now, nah, it's nothing special, I don't think. And again, maybe the Authentic is something special, that's fine, but the clone, it's alright. So, other than that, this is Job 131 Vape saying, keep your wicks wet, and thanks for watching.